Thank you very much. All right, let's assume now that one of you does become the governor-elect for the Republican Party in the November election, and you win. One of you wins, all right? And you then have to deal with a Democratic majority in both houses of the General Assembly. How would you propose to implement your policy agenda and to persuade somehow those sometimes hard-headed Democrats to work with you? Because Bob Ehrlich had a real problem dealing with Bush in the legislature, and that's why, you know, the slots never passed and why we got into so much trouble in that area. So let's start with Ron. What do you think about that?
Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself and about my running mate. First of all, Shelley Alloy is my running mate. She was the only Republican on the only alderman in the Frederick City Council, and she got things done, was able to work with people. I come from a district that is very Democratic, overwhelmingly, and I won. Last time I came in ahead of the Speaker of the House by a wide margin because I was able to appeal to Democrats. I didn't do it by running to the middle. I'm a conservative. I spoke to the middle in ways they could understand. They understood I was finding solutions. Listen, the fact of the matter is in the legislature, remember the driver's license bill that passed in 2009? That was Ron George who took the lead on that. I built a bipartisan coalition. I had as many Democrats as Republicans on that, and we stopped giving driver's licenses to those who are not lawfully present. Now, the governor did turn that around this past year and put in a bill that is a little dangerous. The fact of the matter is I built bipartisan coalition for the Doctors Caucus. Depending on the issue, there are Democrats who will come onto our side and work with us. When they wanted to change the funding formula for charter schools that would have killed them in this state, I built a coalition and killed that. When they wanted to get rid of the expert witness in litigation lawsuits against doctors, I built a bipartisan coalition. We killed that on the House floor. You don't kill many bills on the House floor. I've led good fights. I've organized people to turn around the tech service tax. I built a bipartisan coalition, and I got businesses and organized them to come in and testify. We turned that around. I know how to work with the other side. It's not the same people who join with you, but depends on the issue. The other thing is I will own the purse strings, run the purse strings in the state. Our governor's the most powerful in the nation, in meaning that he controls the budget. That gets them to the table, folks, and I know how to work with them. Thank you.
Thank you. Charles.
Thank you, sir. First and foremost, yes, the budget is controlled by the governor for the most part. The governorship in Maryland is the most powerful executive in the entire country outside of the President of the United States. And a big part of our agenda, our vision, our new way forward has to do with a taxpayer's Bill of Rights, a balanced budget, and eliminating the personal income tax. But number two, we need to develop good relationships with our working partners on either side of the aisle, which is why I'm proposing one-on-one conversations and debriefs with every delegate and every state senator, regardless of party affiliation, just to have the types of conversations that you expect for your executive to have with those he's working with. We'll be working together for 4 years. We need to know about each other's families, to at least begin some type of dialogue to say, listen, it's not about partisan politics, what's best for Maryland. Number three, and I think even more important, 16 months ago, we started working in Prince George's County, Montgomery County, and Baltimore City. When people said it wasn't popular, when fellow Republicans said you're wasting your time, why aren't you spending even more time in Republican districts? We chose to spend them in Democrat districts to start developing relationships with the constituencies. Why? So that when Speaker Bush or Senator Miller decide to say, I'm going to stand against your proposed ideas, I can take a form and use that bully pulpit and go straight to Prince George's County, or go straight to Baltimore City, or go straight into Montgomery County, invite them to come, have conversations with the constituencies, and then ask the bold question, if your constituencies like it, then Senator, why don't you like it? Then Speaker Bush, why don't you like it? We can make a difference by believing in people and building those bridges together.
All right, thank you so much. David Craig.
I'm the one candidate who is running who has actually served in the House of Delegates, who actually served in the state Senate, who actually had leadership positions in both of them as a Republican, even though they were Democratic dominated. So I have the experience to do it. I know how to do it. Plus, I've been the county executive. I have to work with the legislative body on a regular basis. I've been the mayor of Harford Grace. I had to work with the legislative body. We got our budgets balanced. We lowered taxes. I was the first mayor to ever lower taxes, the only county executive to lower them twice in a row. We know how to eliminate the income tax and have a true plan to get it done and balance the budget. So we have that experience. I also served with Mike Miller, and I served with Mike Bush, and I'm still looking for a Coors Mike to serve with at some point, because we need those light beers to serve with at some point in what we're doing. But we know how to do it, and we've done it. And that's the important thing. Look at Buck Showalter. He's not going to send somebody to the mound to beat the Yankees who hasn't done it before. You need someone who knows how to do it. So you have to be electable, and you have to have the experience and leadership in this legislative body to actually get it done. And I've done it, and I will do it for you.
Thank you. Very good.